Authority local forecast.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you and yours have had a wonderful weekend as we coast on into latter April. All right, let's take a look at what we're seeing outside with your RV World Yuma Sky Cam. We do have a pretty quiet go of it at this particular time. And yes, we are looking at a mostly clear, if not clear altogether, kind of sky here at home, which gives you kind of the perspective of the satellite radar variety. You can see that we're pretty much dealing with absolutely no cloud coverage. You got to go well to the north to get in on any inclement weather whatsoever. So yes, we're starting to see high pressure develop in our particular region. Case in point, temperatures getting up into the 90s yet again. So we are in the low to mid 90s at this particular time in the Imperial Valley. On the Yuma side of the Desert Southwest, we've kind of elevated in some cases to the mid 90s, but you can see we've kind of dipped the temperatures maybe just a little bit to 91 or 92 degrees for the most part, with the exception of Tacna over in eastern Yuma County. Now, the scenario that we're dealing with is, well, we got a low pressure disturbance that is continuing to mosey on toward the Midwest, and it's kind of allowing at least a little filtering of some of that mild airflow. But again, we got high pressure to the west. It's a little bit more dominant for us today. You can see it's already starting to take root a little bit. We still have that trough that we enjoyed over the weekend. That's pushed its way over to the east. It'll continue to do that. And of course, we see that ridge continue to build in our area. So expect the temperatures to be in the mid 90s, maybe even in the high end 90s to some respect as we get on into your Tuesday. Your Metrocast, 87 degrees by 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. this evening, excuse me. And then by midnight, we should be in the low end 70s before we wake up to some pretty reasonable conditions, all things considered. But then, yes, we get back up in the temperature department again for your Tuesday with your extended forecast. And you can see we'll have a trio of 80-degree plus days. So that's going to be nice as we get on into the latter portion of the week. So that's a great way to enjoy the rest of the week. Then we have a warm weekend, and then we're going to have a pretty cool start to next week. But then beyond that, from what I'm seeing, it looks like we're going to start going up again. So that pendulum continues to go back and forth. You see it in the Imperial Valley as well, where we have a mixture of 90s and 80s. And yes, eventually we'll start seeing those triple digits, but we can only hope that it won't really start until at least maybe May, hopefully June. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Mine are as well. Rob, thanks.